Hey guys, Chad here from Take It or Leave It, here with a movie recommendation for you for the film Mom. Here's the synopsis. Struggling with postnatal depression and feeling misunderstood by her husband, Meredith begins to experience terrifying visions foreshadowing an ultimate tragedy. Alright, with that down, let's talk about the elephant in the room, okay? This film is called Mom. I know. That is the most ridiculously generic and boring frickin' title I've ever heard. There are so many movies named Mom, and I don't care what the reasoning was for calling this movie that, it was a bad choice. But let me assure you, at least in my opinion, the title does not reflect this film's quality whatsoever. Alright, good. We got the awkward part out of the way. Now let's get into the reasons why I'm recommending this film to you. Well, first off, I just think that this film captures this woman's descent into madness in such a distressing and disturbing way. I mean, it really got under my skin. And I think one of the key elements of what I just said is the descent into madness, which implies that there was a before and an after. At the beginning of this movie, we find Meredith having just given birth to her son and coming back home from the hospital. And it becomes pretty clear that she's pretty down to earth. She's funny, she's witty, she's kind of a firecracker, and isn't afraid to bust her husband's chops. But by the end of the film, she is someone totally freaking different. And I personally found it fascinating and kind of hard to watch at times, but I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen watching her slowly but surely circle the drain. And despite some of the things that happen in this film that might be less believable, I really felt like this descent into madness was relatively authentic in its depiction, and I think that's the element that really caused this film to get under my skin. This tragic journey just doesn't seem that unrealistic. But this brings me to my second reason for recommending this film, which are the performances given by Emily Hampshire and Francois Arnault. This descent into madness is only going to be as effective as the performance that Emily gives. And I'm happy to report that I think she knocks it out of the frickin' park with this movie. Seriously, I'm not really sure if I've seen Emily in anything else. I know she's in the show Schitt's Creek, but as far as I know, this is the first time I've ever seen her, and she really blew me away. I mean, she can devastate and unsettle you with a single look, and it's not hyperbole to say that she's given one of my favorite performances of the year. But I also gotta tip my hat to Francois Arnault, who plays Jared, her husband. He plays a really interesting character that is along for the ride just like we are. But man, I felt equal parts frustration and empathy for his character, because on the one hand, he's a total normie, like infuriatingly so. He's such a freaking normie, it drives me crazy. But on the other hand, he's part of the collateral damage of what this poor woman is going through. So when you start to think of it like that, you start to feel bad for him despite him being a total normie dickhead. But I thought Francois did a fantastic job of drumming up both frustration and empathy from me. And lastly, this film is filled with atmosphere and mood. I mean, it is just thick throughout this film. Like, if you watch the first 2 to 3 minutes of this movie, you'll get a good sense of what the atmosphere and the mood is for this movie. And you feel that atmosphere drenched throughout this entire film, as it is only amplified wonderfully by a brilliant musical score. This film definitely has elements of Hereditary, We Need to Talk About Kevin, Haunting of Hill House, and The Babadook. And if all that sounds interesting, then I definitely recommend that you add Mom to your watch list and give it a shot. But those are just my thoughts, take it or leave it. What do you guys think? Have you heard of this film? Have you seen it yet? Does it sound interesting to you? If you have seen it, would you compare it to any other movies? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed this video, but you want more information about what's on my watch list, what I'm currently watching, the kind of ratings I'm giving these films, as well as upcoming releases I'm looking forward to, don't forget to follow me on track.tv. My username is TIOLI_reviews. The link is in the description box. Go ahead and click it and start following me on Tracked, and I look forward to seeing you over there. And as usual, guys, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. Don't be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button. And until next time, I'm Chad from Take It or Leave It, and I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later.
Hey, man, get off my case.
Oh, man. Chicks don't want to hear that shit.